What up, ladies and germs, WonderShoppers all over the world? It is yours truly, the one and only, the third place champion.
Second place.
Second place. Duh. How could I forget?
You're third in the WonderShop series. Second place champion in predictions.
Yeah, I'm second place. I got my numbers all mixed up. Anyway, it's middle of the week. It's hump day as we are recording this. But I'm the one and only Rodimus Prime, War Machine MJ on camera.
What's up?
And we are going to talk about the 2018 New Japan Cup. Of course, we're going to mention some New Japan Pro Wrestling. We all love New Japan Pro Wrestling. How could you not?
Yep.
But anyway, like I said, we are going to talk about the 2018 New Japan Cup, the 16-man tournament that determines, excuse me, what competitor challenges for whatever title they want. Now, in this tournament, you had the likes of the flamboyant Juice Robinson, Mr. Technician himself, Saber Jr., the ace of New Japan, Hiroshi Tanahashi, so on and so forth. But the winner of this tournament, they got to choose for whatever championship they wanted, whether it be the Never Openweight Championship, the Intercontinental Championship, of course, the big dog in the yard. We ain't talking about Roman Reigns.
Orf my yard.
Or as I call him, Big Dog Wolf Wolf.
Big dog, wolf my yard, pee on that tree.
But we're talking about the IWGP Heavyweight Championship, which is held by Kazuchika Okada.
Now, question. Can they challenge for tag straps?
No, just those three.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a one-man it's a single elimination tournament.
I thought it would be like, you know, you get to face whichever champion you get to fight regardless of, you know, division.
Yeah, well, it's as far as I know, it's only those three championships that you can challenge for.
That's kind of a waste.
Yeah, but
I mean, they could do it again next year and involve the Super Juniors.
Yeah, but I think they've always done it like that.
I think they need to bolster their Super Junior division, because I mean, you just got the four there.
Yeah, I mean, but it does open up opportunities for other challenges down the line, instead of just, oh, we're just going to go for the heavyweight belt. You got the Intercontinental title, the Never Openweight title, so on and so forth.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, this was streamed on New Japan World. If you don't have it, you must get it. You'll like it. My recommendation.
Oh, definitely. It's a lot better than watching on Access, I'll say that.
Yeah, but anyway, round one was aired. It was round one took place on March 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th. Round 2 took place on March 14th and 15th. 16th and 18th, the semifinals, and the 21st was the finals. So let's start off with round 1. Let's start off with Unbreakable Michael Elgin taking on Tomohiro Ishii. Now, this was a pretty good match. Prior to the tournament, Michael Elgin said, "Win." He said, "Win. I win this tournament, I'm going to challenge Okada for the heavyweight championship." Like I said, you got a battle of the big bulls just going at it. Two heavyweight competitors just trying to see who can get the better of one another.
Yeah, this is a perfect definition of the immovable object versus the irresistible force.
Right. You had the Stone Pit Bull versus the Unbreakable one. But going back to what War Machine said, this was a good match. I enjoyed it. 29 minutes, 2 seconds. Michael Elgin moved on to the next round. I'll give that match a 3.5. I thought it was a pretty good match to start off the tournament. Then we had the flamboyant, as they call him, Juice Robinson taking on Hiroji Takahashi, representing Bullet Club. Oh, wait, One Sweet. I forgot. One Sweet.
Hiroji Takahashi?
Yeah, Hiroji Takahashi.
Hiroji?
Yeah.
Who's that again?
That's, he's in Bullet Club. The Tokyo Pimp.
Isn't it Yujiro?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Let's say, I've never heard of that guy. I've heard of Yujiro.
Yujiro Takahashi. I mispronounced his first name wrong. The Tokyo Pimp. My bad.
Because I've heard of Yujiro, because he goes on being the elite and he just insults them.
Anyway, they did mention that, you know, he's been in the tournament before. He's had an okay showing. And, you know, he's always lost in the first round or whatever. But he gave Juice a run for his money. You know, just because, you know, Juice was his opponent, a lot of people thought, oh, this is going to be a slam dunk. This is going to be a sweep. No, he gave him a run for his money. It was a good match. He took him. He gave him a test. He took him to the limit, if that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
But anyway, Juice Robinson moved on. He hit him with Pulp Friction, and he's moving on to the next round to face Unbreakable Michael Elgin. I'm going to give this match a 4. I really like this match. Like I said, Yujiro Takahashi gave Juice a run for his money. He definitely took him to the limit. The next match was Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Tai Chi. Now, Hiroshi Tanahashi has won this tournament before. He's won it twice, I believe. Former 7-time IWGP Heavyweight Champion. This was a good match also. Tai Chi, he's coming in as an underdog. You know, he did his thing. Tanahashi said this was not the Tai Chi that I've known in years past. He definitely has upped his game, so to speak, as he's moved up in the heavyweight division. But it still wasn't enough because Hiroshi got the win with the high fly flow. And I'm going to give this match a 3. A really good match. 23 minutes, 53 seconds this match lasted. So the ace of New Japan is moving on. Then we have Bad Luck Fale taking on Lance Archer representing Killer Elite Squad. Now this, I thought was going to be a boring match. It actually turned out to be okay.
Are you kidding? Tournaments are Bad Luck Fale's specialty.
Yeah, but I mean,
he never wins. He just has a great showing.
Yeah, and I wouldn't expect him to face someone as big as he is or kind of his size like Lance Archer. Lance, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if he moved on, but he didn't. But Bad Luck Fale ended up moving on to the next round. 11 minutes, 2 seconds, and this gets a 2.5. Then we have Yoshihashi taking on Kota Ibushi, one half of the Golden Lovers. Yoshihashi, he's done his thing. He's been in a tournament before. Kota Ibushi, he has won the tournament before in years past. I thought this match was fairly decent to say the least. Both men are wanting to advance the tournament. They definitely have their eyes set on the final, so to speak. But Kota Ibushi ended up winning that match. And he won in 22 minutes, 23 seconds. I'm going to give this a 3. Then we have Tetsuya Naito taking on Mr. Technician, Mr. Two Belts himself, Zack Saber Jr. Now,
the Technician Magician.
Thank you. That's what we're going to call him from now on, the Technician Magician. Now, Tetsuya Naito, he's also won the tournament. So there have been a few competitors in this tournament that have won in years past. He was definitely one of the favorites. And with the NCAA tournament going on, we're now down to the Final 4. Zack Saber Jr. was what I call the bracket buster because he definitely surprised everyone. Not that I'm saying he wouldn't have a strong showing in the tournament, but again, Tetsuya Naito was the favorite to win this tournament.
Speaking of the NCAA tournament, how off was your bracket? Like super off?
It wasn't as bad. It wasn't as bad. I've had some mishaps, so to speak. Like Loyola of Chicago, they're in the Final 4.
Yeah.
They're the Cinderella talk of the tournament. So.
Okay.
But other than that, my tournament brackets aren't looking too bad. So.
Okay.
But anyway, Zack Saber coming in as a huge underdog. Tetsuya Naito has definitely made some words. He did not mince words when mentioning Zack Saber Jr. But Zack Saber Jr., you might as well say shut him up because he won by submission or referee stoppage rather. He tapped out Tetsuya Naito. And so Zack Saber Jr. surprisingly shocked everyone. He's moving on to the next round. And this match lasted 22 minutes, 43 seconds. I'm giving this a 4. Then we had Toru Yano taking on Davey Boy Smith Jr. Now say what you want about Yano. He's funny. Apparently he's a comedic wrestler. You know, he does his comedic shtick, so to speak. Davey Boy Smith, Another powerhouse, another monster representing Killer Elite Squad and Suzuki-gun. Surprisingly, with this one also, Yano won by countout. Yes, he won by...
When you said this match, I kind of thought, Yano, dead man walking.
Yeah, a lot of people thought that, me included. But again, Toru Yano moved on to the next round via countout. This match lasted 12 minutes, 52 seconds. I'm giving this a 2. And then we had Chucky T taking on Sonata. Now, during this match, Chucky T pulled out a table. He was... Now, before I've talked more about this match, he is the replacement for his partner, Trent Beretta, who has a couple injuries, so he's out on the shelf. But getting back to the match, this was a very stiff, hard-hitting match, so to speak. Like I said, Chucky brought out the table. Unfortunately for him, he went through it. So he got a dose of his own medicine, so to speak.
At least he didn't jump into a pool with no water. Like Trent did, what was it, last year or a year ago?
I can't remember.
Like where he did a plancha, there was nobody around, and like he landed on the barricade or something like that. Like he had a really nasty hit.
Oh yeah, I like I said, I can't remember. But anyway, Sonata won. He hit him with the skull in and then the moonsault and won via pinfall. 21 minutes, 31 seconds. I'm going to give this a 3. Then we move on to the second round. So in the second round, you have Michael Elgin, Juice Robinson, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Bad Luck Fale, Kota Ibushi, Zack Saber Jr., Toru Yano, and Sonata. Now, we're going to start off with Michael Elgin versus Juice Robinson. I can tell you this match definitely had the crowd buzzing. The crowd really liked this match. It was a really fun match. I enjoyed this match. Both guys showed sportsmanship before and after the match. I mean, both guys just pretty much laid it out there on the line to move on to the next round. And in the end, you had Juice Robinson, the flamboyant one himself, defeating the unbreakable one to move on to the final 4 of this tournament. Afterwards, like I said, both guys showed sportsmanship, you know, congratulating each other. In the end, 17 minutes, 4 seconds. I'm giving this a 4.5. Then we had Hiroshi Tanahashi taking on Bad Luck Fale. Now, these two have faced off numerous times. Like War Machine said, Bad Luck Fale does well in tournaments. Now, he does well when he's not in tournaments, but, you know, tournaments are his best showing. This was an okay match. You know, nothing to sneeze at, I guess. Not to talk bad about both competitors. But Hiroshi Tanahashi won by countout. So he also won by countout. 14 minutes, 36 seconds. I'll have to give this a 2.5. It was kind of slow, kind of boring, but it was okay. Then we had Kota Ibushi taking on Zack Saber Jr. Now, we all know they competed in the Cruiserweight Classic in WWE.
And this rumored was to be the final match.
That's what Kevin Kelly mentioned. I think Don Callis was on commentary. He also mentioned how, you know, they were hopefully supposed to be in the finals, but plans went awry and that never happened.
Well, they went awry because they didn't sign.
Yeah.
So that's why they settled on Grand Metalik and TJP.
Yeah.
But didn't they face off in last year's G1 though?
Yeah, it was a rematch of last year's G1.
Okay.
It was pretty good. But this did not disappoint. You might as well say this match picked up where it left off. Both guys just pulling out every arsenal in the book, pulling out their usual stops. But in the end, Zack Saber Jr. does it again, ladies and gentlemen. He does it again. He messed up everybody's bracket. Kota Ibushi, he was another person that was favored to win this tournament. ZSJ won by referee stoppage because Kota did not tap out. He did not say I quit. He did not say I give up.
He passed out.
He didn't pass out. Referee, you know, he kept shaking his head like, you know, I'm not giving up. Referee was just like, ring the bell. Zack wins. So
That sounds kind of wonky, though.
yeah, I mean, well, they do that in Japan, in New Japan, and like also, like if it's a championship, I think if the champion gets counted out, then the challenger wins the championship. So
Again, that sounds wonky, though.
yeah, it does, because I think they did that when they were in Cali during the U.S. Championship match. But anyway, like I said, referee stoppage was the reason for this match. Zack Saber Jr. moves on 21 minutes, 2 seconds. I'm giving this a 3.5. And then we had Toru Yano versus Sonata. A quick match, 4 minutes, 51 seconds. Sonata wins by submission. So, not much to say there.
At least it wasn't as quick as Zach Gibson and Primate.
Oh, God.
10 seconds exact.
Or like Daniel Bryan and Sheamus at WrestleMania.
Oh, dear God, that pissed everybody off.
We'll talk about that another day.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're down to the final 4. We now have Juice Robinson, Hiroshi Tanahashi, Sonata, and Zack Saber Jr. And I gotta say, both these matches were pretty good. And even the finals. But we're gonna start off with Juice Robinson versus Hiroshi Tanahashi. Now, during one of the shows, you know, they have preliminary matches before the tournament matches. Juice was trying to stick out his hand, like, hey, good luck to Hiroshi, but he was like, nah, fuck you, I'm gonna see you in the tournament, I'm gonna beat you, yada yada yada, you know, basically kind of, you know, shoving him off, like, hey, you know, fuck you.
It's kind of rude for the face of New Japan.
Yeah, because they did mention that he's been kind of a mentor to Juice.
Yeah.
And he kind of did the same thing, like one point during the match, he like held the ropes up, you know, so he could get in, and Hiroshi just patted him on the butt, like, I don't need your help. So, but in the end, you know, it was a good match. I mean, when I tell you they pulled out all the stops for this match, both guys were doing each other's finishers. Juice did the high fly flow. Hiroshi did poke friction. They kicked out of the finishers. The crowd was lit for this match. It was a damn good match. Kevin Kelly and David Finlay were on commentary, and they really liked this match also. But in the end, Hiroshi Tanahashi was the first man to advance to the finals. He got the W. 29 minutes, 53 seconds. I'm going to give this a 5. Anyway, after the match, Juice got up. You know, he was trying to brush himself off after the loss. And, you know, they hugged each other, you know, congratulated each other. You know, they were cool again. So, all cooler heads prevailed in this match. But again, the ace moving on to the finals. Then you had Sonata versus Zack Saber Jr. A clash of two styles, I can say that for sure. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But anyway,
where's the pun in that? I mean, AJ Styles isn't on this card.
I know, but
he's busy with his own New Japan match.
Yeah. We'll talk about that
next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend. But anyway, this was another damn good match. Zack Saber being the technician, magician that he is, Sonata being who he is. He has that style like his trainer, the Great Muta. And you know, this was another match that did not disappoint. And yes, Zack Saber Jr. won. He won again. He won by submission. I don't even think Sonata... No, he did. Sonata tapped out. He tapped out. And so now it was Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Zack Saber Jr. And the winner, the person who won this tournament, got the challenge for their prospective championship. Now, I said that Saber would win. He would surprise everybody by challenging his leader of Suzuki-gun, Minoru Suzuki. War Machine said Okada. But with these two, this match it started out slow at first. It was okay. But in the end, it turned out to be a pretty good match. Hiroshi Tanahashi did what he could to win the tournament. It wasn't enough. Zack Sabre Jr. won again. He won, ladies and gentlemen. Again, he is what we're calling now the Technician Wizard. He is definitely
Technician magician.
Technician Magician. Thank you.
You could say he had a stranglehold on the tournament.
He definitely did that because he tapped out. He tapped out Naito. He beat Kota Ibushi by referee stoppage. He tapped out Sonata, and he tapped out Hiroshi Tanahashi. Tanahashi, he was looking to win the tournament for a third time. I think he would have been the second man to win the tournament 3 times. Hiroki Goto's won it 3 times. Anyway, he has nothing to hang his hat on. Zack Saber Jr. challenged the heavyweight champion, Kazuchika Okada. So, MJ, you were right.
Yep.
And
brownie points.
Definitely. And April 1st, which is not too far away as we are recording this.
It's actually this Sunday.
Yeah, this Sunday.
It's Easter.
Easter and April Fool's Day.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that?
I laugh at the irony.
Yeah. Anyway, he will challenge the champion Kazuchika Okada at Sakura Genesis at Sumo Hall. And it's going to be a pretty damn good match.
It's going to be a good match, but I still see Okada going over.
Yeah. I mean, even at the Strong Style event, he kept putting all those technical submission holds on him. And, Okada better watch out. That's all I got to say.
Yeah.
So, Zack Sabre Jr., after all of this, is your 2018 New Japan Cup winner. Overall, I thought this tournament was pretty good. I'm going to give it a 3.
Now, you said some interesting statistics about Saber's win. I know you said he's the first European to win.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like the second Gaijin to win?
Yeah, he was the second Gaijin, as they say, the second foreigner to win.
Yeah.
I think Kenny Omega was the first. Because he won it 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, it was pretty shocking to say the least. And he was definitely what I called a bracket buster. And he, deservingly so, won the tournament. Congratulations to ZSJ.
Well, it's obvious to tell that he was booked the strongest. I would say Tanahashi was the second strongest. And Ibushi would be the third booked strongest.
I'd say Saber, then Juice Robinson, then Tanahashi, then Ibushi.
Yeah.
I mean, you had some great competitors in the tournament.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. It's just, who did they book protection on? Ibushi would be one of them because he didn't get beat. He didn't pass out. He didn't tap out. He didn't say, I quit.
Yeah.
Just referee kind of said, no.
Yeah.
No, it's bueno.
Yeah. Or Naito, like I said, going into the tournament, I say he was the high favorite to win. Because he's won it before.
I might piss people off by saying this, but I pretty much say Naito is the Finn Balor of New Japan. He's over, but people think he's not over.
I see your point.
Yeah.
I see your point.
So, I like Naito from what I've seen. He's great.
Yeah, he is.
But he should be champion by now. He should be heavyweight champion if they're not giving Okada this San Martino run.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's just
I'm okay with it too because I was watching the history of the IWGP title.
Yeah.
And Okada's held the title since June of 2016, and June will be 2 years he's held the title now, if he makes it that far.
So who's held the belt the most times?
Tanahashi has the most number of reigns with 7. Mm-hmm. Okada, I believe, has the most title defenses, most successful title defenses, I believe.
Would he also have most combined reigns?
Yeah, because he's a 4-time champion.
Okay, yeah.
So he's held the belt quite a while now.
Yeah.
So
he's already stamped his spot in history.
Yeah.
So I'd be okay with them finally, getting him to lose.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he lost sometime this year or next year. But, we'll see.
Right now I'm predicting Wrestle Kingdom next year, Kenny Omega.
We'll see. I wouldn't be surprised either. Because Kenny Omega, a lot of people still say he's the uncrowned champion.
He is, because I mean, three, and this is going by Meltzer standards, three, best matches of the decade,
Yeah.
and he's still not champion.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, they introduced a belt on his back. He's,
Yeah.
he's a gaijin that break boundaries.
Yeah. He's the best bout machine, for heaven's sake.
He's the biggest merch drawer. Well, one of the biggest merch drawers.
Yeah.
Bullet Club as a whole is a merch drawer, so.
Yes. But anyway, that is my review of the 2018 New Japan Cup. Like I said, if you don't have New Japan World, go ahead and get it. Sakura Genesis this Sunday on New Japan World on Easter/April Fool's Day.
What's the price tag on that subscription?
$9.99.
Oh, gee,
Yeah.
$9.99.
$9.99. I swear, I swear that other company needs to make a shirt that just says $9.99, since they just like to throw it out there so much.
They did.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They also had a flag over their headquarters that said $9.99.
I forgot about that too. Yeah.
Well, okay, as much as we badmouth WWE Network, we still are subscribed to it,
Yeah, they have some classic stuff that we like to watch.
And then NXT and 205 Live, Barn Burners. Well, 205 Live now.
Yeah.
But because of them, we got New Japan World, we got We Are Defiant, Honor Club.
Impact has their own.
Screw Impact.
Yeah, but I'm just saying though.
Progress has theirs.
All Japan Pro Wrestling has theirs.
Which actually, bright side about Progress, you actually get access to more than just Progress.
Really?
Yeah, you also get access to like some smaller European promotions, including WXW.
Cool.
Yeah. But PWG needs to do a streaming service.
Oh man.
Because I want to watch Bola.
I want to watch everything PWG.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And when you go on YouTube just to look up something, it's always highlights.
Yeah.
I don't want to fucking see highlights. I want to see the whole fucking match.
That is true. That is true.
I mean, I want to see some of these cool stuff that they do.
Yeah. But anyway, enough about all that. I am the one and only Rodimus Prime with the War Machine MJ.
What's up?
And we'll see you guys next time.